What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another one of my music video reactions as I take a look at the newest release from Monsta X that was just dropped a couple of days ago. The song is titled Shootout, and well, I'm excited. Monsta X is a group that I love. I mean, I don't know about like low-key because that might be like a little bit of an understatement, but I really like their music. I think they are very good, and considering that I think I've only uploaded maybe a total of 4 or 5 videos over the last 30 days, I mean, it's time to come back. It's time to get regular with the uploads, and we might as well start with a brand new release from a boy group that I really like. So we're gonna do what I do in all of my videos here, and I'm gonna listen to this song to give you guys my honest first impression thoughts on it, whether I like the song or I don't. And then for the final half of the video, I'm gonna get into a little bit more of a detail, review, I guess you can say, of what I like about the song. So if you like that kind of stuff, you want to hear more like stuff like that, if you just want to discuss what it is that you are thinking about the latest K-pop releases, and then subscribe to the channel because there's plenty more where this video comes from. So with all of that being said, let's get this song started. Ooh, that's a very aggressive sound. This is, like I said, very aggressive. That's, see, it was all aggressive and super like sharp and edgy and like really kind of like that, and then they just cut all that out. We're gonna go to a nice mellow vocal track, something that's not as sharp and aggressive. Not exactly what I was expecting after like that intro. 100% not what I was thinking. I'm gonna like this whole, verse, aggressive, edgy, really probably the most intense that I've ever felt Monsta X, and then the chorus, which is not. I like that. To a certain extent, like I kind of get I get the feeling like it just was like it just popped in my head right now that this kind of is the whole structure and the attitude of it. To a certain extent, is a little bit like old school Monsta X. Like they're year 1, year 2, like was 2015, 2016 kind of the music that they were releasing then. I definitely kind of get a little bit of that sense. I like that. I like that a lot. That was really good. Really good. I mean, it's not really anything that I would have been or that I should say, in the terms of like the song being good and enjoyable and me really liking it, I kind of was like, yeah, this is gonna happen. I was expecting it to happen. Of course, just the way like from the very beginning of the song through the intro, I wasn't exactly expecting it to be, or them to kind of present such a, you know, aggressive and intense sort of, you know, persona in their song and through the music video. But I really like that. It's definitely, I think it's a slight change of pace from what they've been releasing the last couple of years. Like I said, towards the end of the video, kind of reminds me a little bit of the music that they were releasing like around, you know, the first year or two since they debuted. Kind of reminds me of that. So I got 2 points that I want to kind of discuss, and then they kind of just play into a larger feeling that I have got about this song for Monsta X. And, you know, we are, of course, going to discuss that, starting with the very beginning of the song, which is the intro slash, I guess you can say, the verses of this song. And similar to the most recent video that I uploaded onto my channel, which was for the From Its 9 song Love Bomb, the intro of the song is a super intense feeling, you know, intro. This is probably the most intense start to any single song that they have like ever released. This is the most aggressive that I have ever heard or seen Monsta X in a song or in a music video, and I really like that. It's definitely a very big change, or not very big, but it is definitely a change in their sound and persona. A little bit. It's not really necessarily something that is really, you know, surprising or shocking or anything like this, because, you know, me as a, you know, low-key fan of this group, you know, like serious fan of this group, like I know what they're capable of. I know that this is definitely something that they have got in them as a group, or at least in a couple of the members, as part of their, you know, persona as members of Monsta X. And, you know, I just generally, you know, really enjoy that. And so I really enjoy starting off this song with such intensity and aggressiveness. It just catches my attention when I listen to it. It definitely was one of the intros that of 2018, or just in all of K-pop that I've listened to, that has definitely caught my attention and made me pay attention a little bit more than I might have otherwise. It really does, I guess you can say, set the tone for the song. And I guess going back to Love Bomb from its 9, because it kind of does a little bit of the same thing as far as the whole structure of the song, that it sets up a really intense chorus, gives you the feeling that maybe the rest of the song is going to follow along along the way that the chorus is, and then with the whole like second half of the verse, or the pre-chorus, and then into the chorus, however you want to break down the different parts of the song. All of that stuff is the chorus, and that stuff defies the expectations that the beginning of the song has set. The chorus sets this expectation, it introduces you to one thing, and then what you get as like the main course of the song, I guess you can say, is when it comes to the chorus, it is something that is very much different and is completely on the opposite spectrum of, you know, a scale from like intense, very aggressive, to, you know, soft and cuddling. Kind of, you know, on that sort of scale, you know, within the same sort of like related theme. Within the whole context and the theme and just everything being related, the choruses are very soft. And then something finally related to this, something that I kind of have seen as a trend with Monsta X is like whenever they start off a song with Juhan, whenever he like kind of starts off the song with his rapping and all that stuff, like it's gonna be a song that's got a little bit of attitude and a little bit of edge. And like that is just what he does in Monsta X. And he does a really fantastic job at, you know, whenever he does his thing, super charismatic, super attitude, you know, driven and all that kind of stuff. And he just throws down, captures your attention, super intense, really awesome. In my opinion, Juhan is one of the few, I guess you can say, right up there at the very top of K-pop idol, you know, rappers who have like the most charisma and attitude. And he himself is when he raps and stuff like that, it's just, I don't even know how to describe it. Playing off of that with the fact that the beginning of the song is super intense, Monsta X likes to balance that out with something that is not as intense, and they definitely do deliver that with the pre-chorus and the second half of the verse, whichever way you want to label that, and the chorus, which You know, as we know, as Monsta X fans, we know that Monsta X is very, very capable vocally and in the rapping department as well. Like they have got really, they're just a very, very well-rounded group. This song, I think, is a little bit of a blend of the most intense Monsta X sound in songs, whether you're talking about a song with the music video, a promo track, or a song off their album. This is a blend from the hardest, sharpest edges that Monsta X can possibly put out in a song to the softest sort of feel that they can put out in a song, and they kind of combine that really, really well in this song with something that is, you know, like I said, good. Super intense verse, not so intense chorus, very, very well balanced, and it, of course, it is all, you know, connected to a certain extent. It's not like you're listening to two different songs. They're all very much, you know, related. The music between the chorus and the verse is, of course, very much different. There's not really anything in terms of like instrumentation and sounds that carry over between the two. But the thing that is kind of ish, maybe like very, very similar, but not exactly similar, is just the bass track in this song. And I'm talking about like the bass that comes out of your subwoofers, not like bass guitar, because there isn't any of that in this song. The bass in the song, whether it's the verse or the chorus, is very much similar in the way that it's written out. And it just is kind of carries a little bit, it just kind of connects things a little bit. Of course, the chorus is different. It's not 100% the same as the verse, but just the way that it's written is very similar, kind of carries a little bit of that edginess and aggressiveness. But of course, just because it's the lone, you know, bass in, you know, coming out of a synthesizer or whatever, it doesn't really have, you know, the depth and the backing and the support of the rest of the instrumentation and the vocals and all that stuff to kind of just add that edge to it and that push. So instead, the instrumentation of the chorus and the sung vocals of the chorus kind of provide a little bit of that softer edge, but the bass, to a certain extent, kind of connects the two different parts of the song. At least in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, it just is what that is. And so all of that kind of stuff combining, especially in particular the balancing act that they've done in this song, really reminds me of some of the earlier music that Monsta X had released. Like those songs are, I think, to a certain extent, the most, you know, balanced, like 50-50 of all of the music that they had released the last, you know, couple of years. The music is I think a little bit more, you know, nuanced and thought out, where this one has parts that are definitely just all about being aggressive and blunt, whereas this, and also parts that are, you know, about being nuanced and thought out. And I like that balance. I don't want to say a lot more, but it is very, very nice to see a little bit of a change in the style of music, which is, you know, for me, always like changes, always like something a little bit different. So that is, you know, really awesome. And of course, that is all that I've got to say now. So if I want to know what you guys think about this song and this music video, or whatever your thoughts are, so leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't be afraid to share your thoughts, whether you like the song or you don't, because I want to hear whatever you guys have got to say, no matter what they are, because we're trying to build a community here that is all about having some free and open discussion about our thoughts and opinions, no matter what they are. So if you're interested in joining that discussion, then click on the subscribe button down below, and of course click on the bell icon to turn on notifications so that you make sure that you do not miss any of the videos that I upload in the future. So with all that being said, that's it for this video, guys. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.